Have you asked yourself, should I just hold off on buying until the market starts to cool down or until prices and rates start to drop?
If you're looking for a home, we know you've thought of this, at least if it was in the past year, and we get it. Everything seems less affordable and it feels like rates are increasing every single week.
No kidding. We've seen more change and disruption in this local market than we've seen since the 08-09 housing market crash. So should you wait to buy a home? Will there be more stability a year from now?
Really, I think there are three main factors that you should consider, and then we're gonna go over different scenarios if you're considering buying a home, anywhere from needing to buy now to having flexibility to when you can purchase.
And we can assure you, we're not salesy, we're just local real estate agents. We're not marketing a property or trying to get you to purchase. We don't even know who's watching this video, honestly, but we can tell you that Tony and I purchased within the last 6 months. So this is all based on our personal experiences and our knowledge as well.
We're giving y'all the cold, hard truth. In fact, I just got off the phone with someone who I specifically said you should wait. Based off of his criteria and where he's at right now, it probably isn't the best time, and that's okay.
Now, first, we're gonna give you some info on what we're seeing in our current market here in Lower Alabama. Currently, with supply and demand in the Mobile County market, we had 496 homes for sale, which is up 24% from last year, which is a pretty big increase, right?
Yeah, a 24% increase is a good sign for buyers. But what's important to know is looking back and seeing that 22 homes were sold under asking this past month. This is what a lot of you buyers want to see. That's probably why y'all are watching this video, because y'all want to know what's happening. But now let's look at Baldwin County.
So you have to look at demand in Baldwin County, especially compared to Mobile. As of September, there were over 2,000 homes for sale, which is a 4% decrease from the year before. But that number is a lot higher than Mobile County's. That said, 267 homes were sold under asking last month, but the difference is homes still went up 20% from this time last year. So even though you can find good deals because they're out there, you're also in a market where there's a lot of demand, and if you're in a desirable area where the home looks like straight out of HGTV, get ready to open up that checkbook because prices are still higher and they'll likely stay that way.
Okay, let's talk about the expectation. So far this year, we've seen inventory shoot up like a rocket. We saw demand start to fall down because of these crazy high interest rates. Now, what we're restarting to see is what we see every single year seasonally near the end of summer, where inventory hits its peak and then starts to come down and demand is starting to flatline.
So because of interest rates and everything else going on at the same time, we're seeing what we normally see around this time of the year. And we can tell you from personal experience, as well as working with buyers and sellers in this market, that's exactly what we're feeling.
We're feeling like everything is just starting to normalize a little bit more, and it's been an interesting year. We've seen interest rates go high up, we've seen inflation get crazy, and now it seems like all that's starting to kind of flatten out.
It's possible that this is the top of the mortgage interest rates that we'll see, or at least I hope so, because 7.5% just plain sucks. But the reality is we really don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know.
I don't know either!
But what we do know is you do have opportunities as home buyers in this market, because the market is changing, because it's more of a neutral market. Sellers are considering buying down rates for buyers when they're asked, and buyers have other options, like maybe instead of a 30-year mortgage, conforming loan, you might want to do an adjustable rate mortgage that has 7 years or 10 years at a fixed rate, and in specific scenarios that might work great for you. Obviously, you should talk to the person who pays the bills in your house to see if this is a good option. I'm looking at Jess for this one.
Don't look at me. Ask your financial advisor, talk to your mortgage loan officer, ask them what are the best options for you in your specific situation, and make sure that you can afford those monthly payments. Worst case scenario is rates don't come back down and you don't have an opportunity to refinance. So watch the rates like a hawk so that you can refinance later or just wait to buy.
Let's dive into some scenarios I think most people are gonna fall into when considering buying a home. First-time home buyers are usually a little hesitant because of the price, and I know you should be comfortable, but at the same time, you have to take a little bit of risk.
Again, you always want to make sure, worst case scenario, that you can afford everything within those monthly payments. That's the most important thing. So when people buy that first house, they're planning to build equity. You might be a little bit uncomfortable with those monthly payments at first. And hopefully over time, you're gonna make more money, you're gonna have more options. You can always refinance. There's a lot of different things that you could do down the line that can really help you out financially.
Second thing is adjust your search, be a little bit more flexible with your location, the number of bedrooms, whether it's an attached or detached property, or drop the pool. Consider looking at homes without them or houses with less square footage. Most people's first homes aren't forever homes by any means. Ask this one. Now, you don't want to hate where you live, but you do want opportunity to build equity and build up to the next home sometime down the line. And just know that with this market, you might be able to be a little bit more creative with your offers.
If you find a home that checks your boxes and it's in your budget, but you just cannot bring yourself to lock in at a higher rate, my advice is swallow that pill and just do it. You'll regret not getting the house you love, especially if rates get even higher, which they very well may. We've watched this happen over and over with clients, and it's a real bummer when they have that regret because they didn't pull the trigger and get the house because of the rates. So don't expect much relief in the form of lower rates in the upcoming months. Honestly, if you're not priced out of the housing market, it's still a good time to try and claim a home right now, especially if you keep your expectations realistic.
Right, the market for homes has changed drastically, so buyers can actually take advantage of the current inventory with less competition. Keep in mind that mortgage rates may only go up in the coming months and years. That means it may be wise to lock in a rate now and claim a home sooner rather than later, risking even a costlier financing in the future. But if you want to hold out, I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah, it's all about what you want to do. If the combination of higher housing prices and increased rates has pushed your monthly payment beyond your affordability threshold, it's a clear sign you should look to 2023 and beyond, or again, just adjust your search for homes that will fit your budget now.
Take the extra time to pay down debts and build a bigger deposit to get the best possible house at the best rates, so let's say a year from now.
Yeah, save as much as possible. Save enough to buy down a rate and then some. The more you save for down payment, the more flexibility your lender will actually have to work with you on other parts of the buying process.
All right, that wraps up today's video.
If you found it at all helpful, please give us a like and a subscribe.
And if you need any help buying or selling a house in Alabama, call us.
Yep, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Bye.